schedule. Right now, they're a little bit off schedule. You know, you want to at least get a couple yards to start.
There's the handoff, and he can't get through the tackle. There was a little bit of space there, but he could not get through the arm tackle of White.
Yeah, so now you get yourself a 3rd and long, which, you know, against a tough team like Masco, you don't want to do that.
No. And for those of us, I believe we've got the signal. We were having technical difficulties. I believe everyone is in now, and that is not, if you're not in the know, your eyes are not deceiving you. We are at Frank Forty Field here at Beverly High School for the first game.
We're also under lights.
Yeah, for the first game under the lights here. Pierce rolling out on 3rd down. Pierce has time. Now he has none. He's going to flip it across, and that ball is knocked away, and that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they were rolling Danny out to give him a little bit of time. He had time, but he just couldn't find an open man there.
And anyway, it's going to be all for naught, as part of the reason he had time is there was a hold on that offensive line.
And Masco will just decline it and force him to punt. Now, you got to be careful if you're Masco here, because Ray Quietek, he has shown the ability to throw the ball. And get a first down here. And Panthers got to rush a player off the field. They have the luxury of being the team snapping the ball.
They're bringing a man in motion, but probably just for blocking wise.
And
that was close, actually.
I know,
Fielded near the 25. He's got some room. He's trying to get the corner, and he is not quite going to get there as he is brought down.
Tackle him in front of the fan squad over there. The fans are riled up. We could see that. They must have got primed up a little bit before the game. It's a whiteout.
Mm-hmm.
In the 80s, whiteout would have been something very different.
That was Cal Weidman, the man on the return. He's one of the players to watch for Masco, but they are led by their running back, who has rushed for more yards than anybody else on the North Shore to this point, and it's not particularly close, Rich.
No, Jack Fabiano, he's got about 800 yards, 801 from what I've seen. He also leads the Salem News area in touchdowns with 12 already this year.
And by the way, for context, Masco is 5-1, so they've only played 6 games. And right away there is Fabiano.
Yep.
Not much room there, though, as he's stuffed pretty early on the run. Masco coming in this game at 5-1. They've played 2 NEC opponents their last 2 games, Peabody and Danvers. They won that by a combined margin of victory of 50 points. So dominant in both those games, allowing just a touchdown apiece to both those teams.
Yeah, when you get a running game like they do, you can really run it down other teams' throats, and it makes it hard for other teams to rack up points, too.
Mm-hmm.
But they can also throw the ball with this quarterback, Drew Gustafson. But
this thing's going to be a pitch to the edge. Fabiano moving his feet.
Oh, nice tackle
Topped, though.
Right there. Nice hit right there. That was number 4. Sean Costa. That's right, I forgot Costa's not 22. He was 22 last year.
Yes, he was.
It's good to see Sean back healthy, or at least as healthy as he can be. Healthy enough to get on the field.
Healthy enough to make that hit.
Yeah, and a good one at that.
So a 3rd and 6 now.
If you notice, Masco goes to the no-huddle offense.
Mm-hmm. Now time to go to the air, probably. Gustafson, the junior.
It's like Greg White getting ready to blitz here.
Yeah. They only bring in 4. Gustafson slings it across, and that's past the sticks and a first down.
That was number 1, Devin O'Brien. If you notice, if you're wondering why we're so slow to call, we did not get a numerical roster.
No. Not the greatest roster.
We're a little picky about our rosters. We like them in numerical order, and we like phonetic spellings.
That's never going to happen.
No, exactly. Fabiano picks up a few right there.
Fabiano on the run. And once you get positive gains, especially on first down like this, you want to run no huddle. It just helps with the tempo. Yeah. Helps everyone get into a rhythm offensively.
You know, Don, we were saying we couldn't even lie about the fans this week, because you're looking right at them, and we got a full stands over
I know. There. Nope, fakes the run, slings it out.
Oh.
Nice hit
Xavier Ock.
Xavier Ock with the tackle. Right now, Beverly's making some very nice tackles in the open field. But once again, it's going to be the bugaboo of third down, which the Panthers defense have just had problems getting teams off the field on these thirds.
And I'll say this, if I don't know if Coach Hutton has an unsung hero award, but I would really be thinking about Ock.
Yes.
There, kick return guy doing a nice job as a cornerback. As you can see, he'll stick his nose right in there, a little fake.
Fake throw, slings it to the slot, and that's complete for a first down.
Yeah, that would be
Ryan Richardson. That's good.
Ryan Richardson.
Yep.
Richardson's one of the top receivers on this team. After Weidman.
First and 10 on the Beverly 31-yard line.
It's not baseball. It's not pitching, but I do have a comp already for Gustafson a little bit.
Okay.
I've never done this with the football and the quarterback. But
Okay.
He's tall. He kind of slings it almost sidearm. He kind of looks like Colt Brennan back in the day when Hawaii was running that run and shoot.
I thought you were going to say Jeff George there for a second.
That was before my time.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, I got a few decades on you, Don.
Jack Fabiano on the run, tackled by...
Yeah, sometimes we don't even have to make the call because it's going to Fabiano if it's a run.
I know.
And we got the man on the mic, Matt Reardon over there.
Matt's all alone.
I know he's by himself. Usually he's got
usually people around him.
He's got a scoreboard operator, Phil Stacy.
That's not okay. Matt's too social of a person for that.
I know. Who's he going to talk to?
I don't know.
Fabiano, the ball carrier, tackled again by Jack Considine.
Well, again, part of the issue is new setup. We don't have a permanent announcing structure yet.
No.
We're kind of hoping, that we'll get a press box, but
we'll see.
I'm not thinking about anything like that just yet.
Yeah, no. That certainly wouldn't probably happen this year.
Okay, so we got another third down here.
2 for 2 on third downs. Hand off to Fabiano, and you know what? You got to give the Panthers credit right now. They are making some nice tackles.
Fabiano, the ball carrier.
In open space.
So we got a first down.
But he did get the first down.
The run, the pass, and that run obviously is setting up those passes. You're probably going to see mostly play action on the pass plays here.
Yeah, the only straight pass so far was the 3rd and 7. That was the first third down that they faced on the drive. The other two have been off the run.
Yeah, I think one of the things you got to look out for here is that play action post ball down the middle, try to suck up the safeties. We're playing two safeties here.
And you might take a shot right here, actually. Yeah. I would. Bringing the man in motion instead on a jet sweep. He's trying to get the edge. He is not going to get there.
This tackle right there. Again, I think that was awkward.
It was,
tackle.
Once again.
That was Ryan Richardson again.
I think it was Ock and Costa.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing. It was Costa who made the tackle.
Okay. Costa coming up. He read that play. Mm-hmm. You don't mind a safety making the tackle when it's a running play.
Yes.
When your safety's making a tackle on a pass play, that means something good happened for the offense. So.
Yes. All right, 4 wide receivers balanced on each side. Fake throw, throws it into the flat, and...
So we got a tackle, I think, maybe just short of a first down?
It's short. It's short.
Yeah, so they're also, Richardson's, doing that read option looking kind of
the RPO
play, the RPO kind of thing, and then he's just slinging it out there, and it's not a running play, but it's actually pretty close to it because the pass he's making.
Call that an extension of the run play.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a new version of an option, like a veer kind of thing. He's not pitching it; he's actually throwing it out that way. It's a little wider than a veer, but
all right, trips to the short side of the field.
Yeah, you just go to Fabiano here.
It's just going to be Fabiano, and Fabiano is just up the middle. Is he in? Nope. They're not making a touchdown signal, so he might have been short.
Okay, so we got a first down. Inside the 1, it looks like.
Basically at the 1. It's at the 1.
We have a monitor. We
I
can
know.
look at now.
We didn't used to. I'm going to have to get used to looking at that. So Masco, methodical, picking up 3 different third downs on this drive.
And they're going for 2 here.
No, it wasn't a touchdown.
Well, that's right. So they're not going for 2, they're going for 6. Yeah. And Fabiano's going to pick up the 6th.
Yeah, Fabiano going to make it standing up still. TD for Masconomet and a good start.
Yeah, that drive has the analogy of a hot knife through butter. It just kind of sliced right through it.
I know. Efficient. Then they will go for 2.
They go for 2 off a little water bucket play right there, huh? All right, so that's going to make it 8-0. Scoreboard says 7, but
it's 8.
It's not flag football.
No.
All right, so
Masco
Panthers
here on the road, getting off to exactly the kind of start I'm sure their coach was hoping for. Go right down the field, score a touchdown, add a 2-point conversion for good measure.
Yeah. So the Panthers, they started off with that nice kickoff return and really couldn't do much with it. Now they got to hope to kind of do the same thing here. And the tough thing is the 3 and out, right? That's at least if you're moving a little. Because a team like Masco, we know they can score. You mentioned 50 points in the last 2 games. So you really want to not let them touch the ball too much offensively.
Mm-hmm. And you can play keep away from this offense.
I do kind of like the band with their little 70s, 80s mix right now, playing a little Kansas. Carry on my wayward son.
After the good return, they decided to just split it. Yeah. He's not going to get the edge again, though. And
that's Jerome Sutton there. Sutton usually known for his linebacking skills, but gets a nice little return. Pretty much the exact same spot.
So they tried to limit the return with the squib, but it's basically going to end up being in the exact same spot as the Panthers going to start from their own 40. 3 and out last time. All right, Pierce on the handoff. He's got some blocks, and he is near the 50.
Greg White right there.
Finally tackled. Gregory White, the man on the carry, and a nice positive gain.
Yeah, White had a nice escort right in front of him. Had his hand right on the blocker's back.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see he was at Teddy Fisher, number 51.
Yep.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Interesting to see how aggressive Hutton will be, if he will try to just hand this off and pick up that first down, or if he wants to try and get a chunk here and go to the air.
Well, we may be looking at 4-down territory anyway here.
Well, that's my point for maybe why get a chunk.
Yeah, take a shot down deep. Nope, they're going to go
will
to
not.
Santos.
He'll play it safe. He goes to Santos, and I don't know if Santos quite got there.
I think he got to the line of scrimmage. He really didn't pick up anything.
Yeah, that's...
All right, so we got 3rd and 2.
3rd and short.
Now, we talk about 4-down territory. Obviously, if you don't gain anything here, if you lose yardage, then you may end up punting. But.
Yes. I see Danny's keeping this himself. He is. I was thinking that.
And doesn't get it.
Did not get it.
Oh, he got stopped. That's a really nice play. That's Fabiano making the tackle there.
Okay, it's going to be no gain, setting up 4th and 1.
It looked like he was going to get there. Fabiano just shot right through there.
Danny Pierce with the keeper, but stood up once again, and back-to-back run plays are.
We got a DJ here
out
tonight, too.
I know, what?
DJ Tony Davis. Tony D.
4th and 1 from the Beverly 49.
All right, so let's see.
Hutton not hesitating.
I think you may want to roll him out.
I would.
Maybe run a waggle or something here. If they try to get him to jump, got to
Okay.
call a timeout.
We'll see if he ends up punting now. You know, we talked about
Yeah.
somewhat no man's land, but it is still shy of that 50, and you could pin him back with a punt.
Yeah.
Still 107 to go in only the first quarter, so you probably could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing is the way Masco moved right down the field.
I know.
You don't really want to give him a short field.
You don't.
But
well, listen, there's two different ways of thinking. There's one thinking where, well, we got to get points, and we got to keep the ball, and if we give them a short field or a long field, we are not confident either way, so let's try and get points. Or there's the thinking of maybe we can flip field position here.
It looks like they're going to go for it.
I commend him.
The handoff.
Handoff. He's got it, and more. Slips another tackle. He's still on his feet. He's going to get tackled near the 30.
That was Seamus Lorden with the carry.
It's a first down and much more for the Panthers.
Oh, was that White? I thought.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was White. Okay.
So White with the first down and much more, well into Masconomet territory near the 30.
And they got the crowd excited.
Indeed. Button rolls the dice and it pans out. Pierce to throw now. Pierce moving. That one is caught by Timpone.
Makes the catch on his knees. Nice job by Timpone coming over. You know, he slipped a little bit. You know, one of the situations about playing under the lights like this, the field can get a little slick, you know, as that fall dew starts to form there. But he did a nice job coming back to it, making the catch. 7-yard gain.
It's like the kind of play that they were trying to run on their very first play, if you remember, when the ball went out of bounds as him and Liam were not on the same page. But that one they get complete.
You know, and we've talked about this in previous games. As you see Jack Considine lining up as a fullback there.
There's a handoff through the line.
I think they got the first down there. All right, that's the end of the quarter. That was a quick quarter, huh?
That was. Very quick quarter. Well, listen, there was not much reasons for clocks to be stopping. There was only one incomplete pass, which was the very first play of the game anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
This is different.
Yeah.
DJ going and...
I think what are we doing? Well, we're moving some cameras and stuff. We'll figure everything out. But while we do that, while our cameraman, John McMahon, need a hand? Oh, I think John's coming up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do a little changing of scenery here.
Yeah, we're gonna have the cameraman right here next to us.
Yeah, it's going to get a little crowded, but
it'll be all right.
Move some stuff and do what we got to do. We got plenty of room up here. Okay, so that shot wasn't working. Our camera's a little off right here.
Do you have mine?
Huh?
You have mine, right? Or no? I didn't drop it, did I? Yeah. Isn't that yours? Underneath?
I got one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're getting our cameras back set up. Okay. As we try to get a higher angle for the camera, so we apologize if the view wasn't so great in that first quarter.
Did they get the first down? They did, right?
No.
Oh.
No, third down. Okay. Oh. So one of
the
things that I was going to talk about is, you know, Coach Hutton with this offense really would love to just run the ball all day, but you know, teams know that, so they've kind of tried to take away the run. And so as a result, you get Danny Pierce, who's thrown for 723 yards this year. And, you know, Danny has shown that he can sling it. And he can run the ball, too. So, again, we're talking Florida down territory right here.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Easy decision from this part of the field.
Yeah. Again, you might see him try to roll Danny out, get a little space.
I would like that. Let's see. Dan's got two people on either
Okay.
side of him, hands it off, and man, right now,
I think it was enough for the first down.
I'm not exactly sure it was. It's not.
That was Floyd White with the carry. Okay,
it was
so
not
it
enough.
Okay.
Beverly is finding some success on the edges of this defense, but through the middle, there has been nothing.
Again, we talk about, different styles here. You got one team that's going no huddle, using signals or whatever. Another one that quarterback runs over, gets the play. A little bit more old school.
Hands it off, and this time he's got room on the edge. Slips that tackle. And
Greg White.
That was
Gregory to the outside.
Gregory White again. Both times on a 4th and short, they've given it to Gregory, and he's paid dividends, and then some.
Gets a nice block there by number 55, Lucas Monfett, too. Yeah, so White right there, that it was looking like he was supposed to go between the tackle and the guard, but he bounced it to the outside. That's where the space seems to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, for sure. The Panthers really have not found much success there between the tackles.
So it looks like a 1st and 10 situation, not 1st and goal. It's pretty close to the goal line.
Yeah.
A first down is going to be inches from the goal line.
Yeah.
A lot of room for Danny to roll right here. Let's see if they do that. Okay. Nope.
Oh, no. The ball hits the turf. I'm hoping he jumped back on it. He did.
Yeah, he did. Danny got it. I think he was. It looked like he was faking the handoff to the wingback in motion there, and then he was going to take it up. But.
And again, we've talked about that so many times with the wing tee. There are so many mesh points that ball security sometimes can be an issue.
Yeah, they lost about 5 yards in that.
All right, it's been a good drive so far for the Panthers. But after that botched mesh point, handoff, it's 1st and 15. Danny straight back. They let everybody through. White, he gets tripped up just shy.
Shoestring tackle.
Oh, he could see it. He could see Pater right there in front of him.
That's a nice play call right there. Everybody's thinking he's going to the outside, and he just run the little screen to the running back in the middle there. The other thing about a play like that, it's kind of a dangerous play. If the ball gets tipped, anything could happen.
Yeah.
I don't see. So he's pretty close. What do we got? About 2 yards? 3rd and 2?
3rd down and short.
3rd and short. Danny going to keep it himself. Danny up the middle. Did he get in?
Get in?
He did.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Danny Pierce keeps it himself, and the Panthers answer on their very next drive.
That's a nice way to answer. We were talking, you don't want to give this team the ball back. And so 2 4th downs. They get it. They move their way down. They answer, and they, shave some time off the clock. So it's a nice drive right there for the Panthers. Nice confidence boost to get the crowd going on it, too.
Yeah.
Maverick Genest.
That is up and good, and it's 8-7.
I wonder how the people living on Herrick Street feel about this.
I know, right?
I mean, the windows are all closed, so you just turn the window, turn the TV up, I guess. Maybe they're over here. I don't know. I can't see if there are people sitting by the fence watching the game or not. Interesting thing is there are people up on the hill. I like to see it.
Yeah.
Hurt Stadium's got the hill. Everybody hangs out there. Maybe we could fill in the space. I do actually see a lot of people along the fence over there. A lot of people must have not thought to bring a blanket.
This is quite the crowd, though. It really is. Yeah. And word was out. First game, Frank Forty Field, under the lights. It's the way things are going to be.
Yeah.
From now on.
The thing about these lights is they shine pretty much on the field and not much else. I mean, if the neighbors don't really have to worry about too much light coming into their house. Mm-hmm. They're designed now, these new LED lights, they're designed pretty much just to cover the field. Mm-hmm. Although it may be an issue for people walking to the stands.
Probably.
So you got Maverick Genest doing the kicking here.
All right. So the Panthers' offense answers the call, and now see if their defense can make a stop. The kickoff there as Masco will start this drive. Masco very efficient.
That was Cal Weidman. I don't know, is it Weidman or Weedman?
I thought it'd be Weidman, but I'm not sure.
It's EID, so that would be Weedman. I think it was IED, it would be Weedman.
No.
Weidman. It would be Weidman if it was IED.
I thought it was Weidman. It's W-E-I-D.
So I'm going to lean towards Weedman.
Okay.
Although the Bruins had Dennis Weidman, and I think he spelled it a similar way.
So the English language doesn't even like to follow its own rules, and then
know.
names is its own thing. Gustafson keeping this one himself.
He picks up about 5 on that?
Yeah. I mean, they really are. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, maybe that was always supposed to be just a run, but I feel like almost every play is some sort of RPO.
Yeah. And they just leave that guy wide out there, which really, if you get the defensive end, you're really going to kind of keep an eye. And this kid can throw the ball, so you really can't do much.
Quick throw. That's not going anywhere.
Okay,
He did break
nice
a tackle, though.
Yeah.
At least got by.
Quietek was the first guy there.
Quietek a little bit before his teammate. That looks like Lorden?
No, that was Greg White.
It was. I
Number
thought it was a 9.
I know the 9 and the 8 do look kind of similar.
Masco had no problems, no anxiety on third down in their previous drive, and obviously that was a lot of it staying on schedule, being in third and shorts. I thought somebody moved. They did, right?
Okay.
I think it was a false start, right?
Yeah, it's a big play for the Panthers here. You got a pretty good matchup right here between number 77s. You got a very tall number 77 for Masco. Is that Bucieri, I think? Yeah.
Yep.
Camaro Bucieri. And for the Panthers, you got 77, Ricky Torres. Bucieri's got some inches on Torres, but
Panthers showing some pressure off the edge. Here he comes. Here comes White, but they roll Drew the opposite way. Drew looking to throw across his body and is complete near the 50, where he is tackled, but it's a big, big chunk play.
Yeah, Gustafson kind of made it look like he was going to start heading upfield, and then he just kind of pulled over. It's good body control right there.
Mm-hmm. Nice throw as he was rolling to the opposite side of where he throws from, and still be able to sling that thing in.
And Gustafson's a junior, so he's probably going to start getting some looks. He can throw it.
Drew.
He's got good size.
He's got very good size. Looks like a good arm. Throws again. That's kind of a low throw. I think it hit the ground, but we'll see what they say.
They give him the catch.
Okay.
Yeah, he caught it. That was number 2 right there.
Liam Ginley, the man. By the way, again, good ball placement by Gustafson on what is kind of a dangerous throw.
Yeah, there was a
he
defender.
put it down.
There was a defender there. But
Drew again fakes that throw and tries to keep it himself up the middle.
All right, so they didn't get much on that one.
I'll tell you, Fabiano was sort of the lead head story coming into this game. I've been very impressed with Gustafson.
Yeah.
He's got the look of someone who's going to play somewhere at college.
Yeah. He's already got the height.
Yeah.
And he's got a good arm. There's the blocking.
But there is Fabiano.
Nice tackle right there. That was Cal McKay with the tackle.
And certainly he is running an offense that is asking him to make decisions.
Yeah, right.
And so far he has shown to be a very good decision maker.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like that, that kind of false RPO where it's, it looks like an RPO, but it's a handoff for a keeper. It's more like an option, like the old standard option. That it's not quite the wishbone, but.
Third and short, Fabiano. He has a blocker put back into him, but it's still not going to matter.
Yeah, I think he got it still.
as he was able to leap forward ahead enough for that first down.
Yeah, Fabiano's built. You know, he's about, I think he's listed at 5'11", 190.
I wish the camera was right there, guy. I was actually going to use the monitor for once. Because it looked like the guy almost got blocked back into Fabiano, and I don't know if Fabiano had just left his feet at the right time, that he was able to sort of glance off the guy getting shoved back into him.
I know. I think he did just kind of jump over, almost over it to the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a well-built kid, 5'11", 190.
Mm-hmm. So a fresh set of downs in Panther territory for this potent Masco offense. Up the middle with Fabiano again, and that's a short carry.
Fabiano, again, is a junior. So you're looking at a Masco team that's got a lot of players that will be back next year. They're already one of the better teams in the NEC.
Mm-hmm. Right now, the Panther defense is at least doing a good job of making them earn it. They've not let Fabiano get loose for anything too big. They haven't been burned deep down the field. They're at least making Masco execute and execute over again. Unfortunately, Masco has just been able to answer the call.
Yeah.
Gustafson back to throw, straight drop, and this time incomplete.
So the one play where he wasn't, getting chased down by anybody. But again, he's throwing that ball low, trying to avoid an interception right there.
I think that was almost more of a throwaway than anything else. There wasn't anything there.
I know. If he puts air under that, that's going to be a dangerous play.
Yes. It could get picked, or he could just get his receiver killed, and the ball pops up in the air and gets picked. But
so we're under 4 minutes now. This game's moving along quite swimmingly.
It is. Both teams have been pretty efficient on offense, so
we got a third and long.
Gustafson, straight drop back to throw. It's a screen. Is that Fabiano?
Nice tackle right there. Jerome Sutton making the tackle coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to have a fourth down. The NFL, that might have been called a horse collar tackle.
I know. You're not even allowed to hit the quarterback in the NFL anymore, though.
Yeah.
Did you watch that Bills-Jets game?
No, I didn't really get a chance to see much.
That might have been the worst one I've seen yet.
Well, you got two.
So a fourth down here. Panthers answered with a score on Masco's opening possession score, and now trying to get off the field. There's no pressure, though, and that throw is
incomplete.
He could not bring it in, and Beverly gets the stop they needed. It looked like the rhythm and the timing, everything was there.
Yeah.
Not an easy catch as it's sort of a little stop and go. You got to go back across. I think that's the way it's designed, and he just could not survive the ground.
Yeah, like you said, he's doing a job of keeping the ball low to avoid those interceptions. But I think in play like that, a little higher might have worked. But again, it gets a little dangerous if you throw it high.
I was going to say, Rich, that's also the kind of play, though, isolated one-on-one like that far on the outside. If it's picked, it's 6.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we got 3:07 to go. The Panthers thinking about the clock here.
Certainly. Nice run. There wasn't much there, but he's been able to move his way and maneuver through and at least pick up something.
But he picks up a couple yards, and he's tackled by about 7 guys. So be the last guy off the pile, you'll get credit for the tackle.
So 2nd and 8. Again, Beverly wanting to be efficient, stay on schedule, and also from a standpoint of at least keeping this clock moving. So if you fail on this drive.
All right, so Masco jumped on that. Oh, no.
Call a false start?
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't.
Okay.
He called out at Masco. That's a big break for the Panthers right there. Stops the clock. Stops the clock and gives them 5 yards. And the crowd letting them know that that's not allowed.
5-yard penalty is going to make it 2nd down and 2.
So 2nd and 2.
Okay, clock is now running again once they blew the whistle.
At the 2:15 mark here in the first half, second quarter. White trying to find something on the outside. There really isn't much.
Can't get to the marker.
He's going to be shy there, and that's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, and Greg White, kind of the workhorse. Panthers going no huddle here.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Piercy's going to...
not get it.
Yeah, depends on the spot, I think.
It's close. But I don't
think
we're
going to get a measurement.
I don't think he got there.
Yeah.
Clock's still at 150.
Yeah, I think Masco might have called a timeout. Yeah, he did come up short.
Looks like he's going to be just a little short. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Tough decision here.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Reardon didn't like the spot. I have to agree. I thought Danny got over that 35-yard line.
I do not have an opinion. It's about as close as I can get. I do have an opinion on going for it, though.
I
would go for it.
Well, they're
Masco's
going to
get the
ball.
Get
him to jump, and then
Masco's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yep. This might be
you know the task at hand that what was coming into this game too. You're going to have to be aggressive probably to win.
I think where's Greg White? I think you kind of maybe fake that and let Danny run to the outside.
Let's see if he actually snaps it. He did.
Okay.
There's Gregory, and he's got it.
Got the first down. Okay, got to get him down on the ground.
Oh, the play was over.
The
play was certainly over.
Motion is over.
Now they're going to have to go fast, though, because you took the chance because you want something out of this drive. We're at the 133 mark.
Well, we know Ray Quietek has been the guy on the deep ball.
Yep. See these guys starting to move back. They know the Panthers going to have to start going to the air. Danny rolling. Danny throws. He got a man open. Get out of bounds. He did.
Actually, there's a flag on the play. Now, we're going to hope that might be a roughing the passer.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
You see the pass?
I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was Cal McKay.
Okay.
But Panthers going to get moved back.
No.
Yeah, they're going to move them back.
All right. All right, so a minute 24. Now you start thinking after the penalty maybe a little differently.
Yeah.
Probably take a few more shots to the air. But at least with getting that 4th down, you ran more time off the clock that once Masco gets the ball back, they're really not going to have much time.
Right. Yeah. Ooh, jeez, that's a long one.
I know.
That was a holding penalty. Yep. Now, again, we'll see. They may be thinking about burning clock, force Masco to burn some timeouts.
They probably will.
I think Masco did call that timeout.
Well, the clock is moving right now, and we're at a minute. So Danny to throw on a little tunnel screen.
Yep. Okay, reaches. What did he gain? About 7 or 8 on that?
Yeah.
And Beverly is hurt. Liam Timpone getting up slowly. Someone called a timeout, I think. Yeah. Was that an injury timeout?
Wow.
So we got 50 seconds left.
Yep.
Second down and 14.
If they take a deep shot, who's the guy, Rich?
Well, Quietek's been the guy deep, but they might be thinking about that. So, you may think about guy on the opposite side.
They should be pretty comfortable with the clock now, so you can take as many deep shots as you want if you want to at all. Danny rolling. Danny, nothing there. Skips off a tackle to run forward.
Tackled. 3rd down and about 7, it looks like. Danny went down kind of hard on that, too.
He did.
Okay, we're going to get a timeout for the Panthers.
Timeout.
Beverly calling the timeout with 22 seconds to go.
Third down with the ball on the Beverly 40-yard line. 22 seconds left in the half.
I would, they've been using Considine to blocking, but now might be the time to kind of sneak him out, Especially, with these receivers, with McKay, Timpone, and Quietek, that's really kind of been the focus offensively when they throw the ball. So you may be able to sneak something to the tight end a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you don't even have to throw it that deep to Considine if you want. If you get him moving towards the edge, catch it, 10, 15 yards, get out of bounds.
Yeah.
And you still have time, and you're a little bit closer towards taking a deeper shot.
All right, so they got a trips over towards our side.
Danny back to throw. Pop breaks.
Oh, he's got
Pocket breaks down. He underthrew him.
Yeah. That's a tough throw, running to your left as a righty. All right, so 15.9.
Jaden Santos, the intended target that time. They had him open near that 45.
So they're going to, I'd imagine they're going to punt this.
Yes.
But as you had pointed out, it was pretty close. It was a close to blocking the last punt.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see Quietek's not deep. He's only 10 yards deep. I'd be a little more comfortable if he was 15.
I know. But maybe they're not as confident with the snapper.
Okay, gets it right. Okay.
Interesting that Masco didn't sell out for it. I thought they would have.
He's going to let it go. Gets a nice bounce.
Beautiful Beverly roll.
Don't touch it. Just let the clock run.
As it'll roll all the way to that 15 and 4.7 seconds to go. And we'll see if Masco is taking the field just to take a knee. But when you have a running back...
You got a running back like Fabiano, and you got Gustafson who's got an arm. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just throw a screen or something like that.
Well, I think I'd be, unless I'm kneeing, if I'm not kneeing it, I'd be inclined to just hand it off and just, Fabiano could break one.
Yeah, that's true.
You're too deep for throwing.
Maybe a draw, something like that, where you get the defense, the second level back a little, and then give Fabiano some time to run. I mean, you don't want to do anything stupid, right? Obviously.
No.
And it's too far for a Hail Mary kind of pass. So.
Yes. That's what I mean.
Yeah, they're just.
We don't go to the air at all
no,
here.
No.
If you want to give it to Fabiano and see if he can break one, you can. Okay. But he's just going to knee it instead. And that will do it for the first half. A first half that flew by. And right now, Masco in front 8-7 on the Panthers.
Yeah. Less than an hour to play that now.
I know, right?
Pretty good.
Rich, talk to us there about that first half. This game neck and neck right now.
Well, it's the Panthers. They didn't do much that first drive. Second drive, they scored, answered Masco, and then they got that big defensive fourth down stop. They're right with them. You're Coach Hutton. You're telling these guys, we can beat these guys. So, obviously you don't get overconfident, but, tighten things up a little bit, play the game you can play, and then just get out there and do the job, really more defensively than anything else. I mean, Masco can put up points, so tall order to keep them off the scoreboard, in the second half, but you just answer punch for punch. I mean, it's a 1-point game, and you catch a break here, and, anything can happen here in front of your hometown crowd.
Yeah. And defensively, it seems like clearly the idea was play very safe, very far back, and let them have to execute 10-plus play drives, potentially. They were able to do it the first time. Second time, false start, puts them back. They can't pick it up on the fourth. So.
Keep things going, play your game and just play, play within your grasp, right? Hold on to the ball. Ball security is going to be big, I think, in the second half. If any team turns the ball over in the second half, that's going to change the game.
Exactly. All right, so we'll get you out to the second half under the lights at Frank Forty Field in just a few, guys. 8-7 the score right now.
And now, everybody, the BHS Band presents Glitter and Groove, an awesome augmentation of nifty glam rock nuggets. First up, a song from one of the glam rock godfathers, not to mention the undisputed king of shock rock. Here's School's Out by Alice Cooper! Next up, the band would like to perform a number from one of rock music's most revered chameleons. From the inimitable David Bowie, here is 1983 classic Modern World. Next on the set list, the band is going to rip through some of the most famous Glam collaborations of all time, sadly immortalized as a sample by Vanilla Ice in 1990, but co-written by two timeless titans of rock a decade earlier. Here is David Bowie and Queen's Under Pressure! To close out our glam rock halftime show this season, there might not be a more appropriate closer than this Immoral Stadium Jam sample from 1977, pennied once again by the iconic Queen. Here is We Are the Champions! The BHS Panther Marching Band, everybody. This concludes today's performance. The band looks forward to playing you again one final time this regular season on November 2nd, back at Herd Stadium. Thank you all for the support of our music education in Beverly's public schools, and enjoy the second half. Go Panthers!
All right, we're going to draw the winning 50-50. We're going to announce the winning 50-50 ticket. So get your numbers ready. All right, the winning 50-50 number, 5725408. 5725408. You can pick up your winnings by the concession area.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back as we are just moments away from getting this second half underway. In the first game here under the lights at Frank 40 is hanging with Masco. The score is 8-7 right now. Chieftains in front. And Rich, talk about some keys here in the second half, and maybe some things that Beverly did well to keep this game where it is in the first half, what they're going to have to build on here in the second.
Well, as we said right before our break, ball security is big. If it's anything like the first half, you're not going to have the ball too many times.
Yes.
So you can't give anything up. And on the other side, the tackling by the Panthers. No, not a lot of broken tackles. They've really been able to bottle up Fabiano. How big was Cal Weidman?
Cal Weidman, though, having another nice return, as that one's about the 45 on a great field position for Masco.
Yeah, first half we were calling him Weidman. Second half, I think we'll switch over to Weidman.
Yeah.
Just cause. So at least we can say we got it right half the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, and from the Masco standpoint, they just got to kind of do what they do and don't get out of what they do. I think they may have gotten out of what they like to do a little bit. So I would look for a steady diet at Fabiano.
Well, as you said, Fabiano, they've been able to keep under control as far as not breaking huge runs. Yeah. And as you said, maybe they got a little more pass happy looking for a bigger play because of that.
I think the Panthers linebackers did a pretty good job.
With that, Fabiano is wrestled down by Sutton as he sort of grabs him by the neck and just completely legal, though. He did not grab the horse collar, but just awkward looking. 5 yards for Fabiano, and that's sort of been how it is, 3 to 4 yards. Panthers keeping everything in front and just trying to make them execute long play drives. Nice tackle there.
First down there.
Fabiano gashing them, though, for some bigger chunks on both opening runs here in the second half.
Again, I think expect to see a lot more of this. Just go to Fabiano a couple times, and then you take your deep shot.
Up the middle, and Fabiano easily another couple of 4 maybe.
lean on your offensive line. They get some size. They get some strength up there.
Well, they have big boys up there on that offensive line. I'll tell you that right now. You know, that's the beautiful thing. I'm sure most of them at least, upperclassmen. That's the great thing about when you have a big offensive line, especially veteran-laced. If you're, on the road, it's cold or there's weather, you're just not in sync. Boys, we're going to shut it down.
Yeah.
We're going to make it real simple, and we're just going to out-muscle them and speed the game up. You know what I mean?
Right. An offensive lineman would rather be run blocking than pass blocking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, going to a different running back that time.
I know.
That was Alexander Cantalupo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the big thing in college. If you're looking for what teams could go undefeated and what can't, look at the offensive line.
Yeah.
Because sometimes especially the SEC, you go to those places, they're loud on the road, you're out of sorts. Just lean behind the O-line and make it simple, and you'll get out with a W. And Masco right now leaning on their offensive line on the road in weather.
Again, Fabiano getting the blocking, then he just puts his head down and pushes through.
Mm-hmm. Jack Fabiano on the ball carry.
He was behind number 55.
In a 3rd and short, Masco will face its 10,000th third down, it seems.
Tackled by Sean Costa and Alexander Marquez.
Third and 1, deep in Panther territory. Back to Fabiano, and Fabiano off that left side, has the first down.
Oh, the geese are flying in. Geese are wondering, hey, what's going on? This is where we usually just hang out. Canada geese are kind of a pain.
You could say that again. With that bridge out in Beverly, the last thing you need is traffic in that area. But every day at the same time, those geese want to cross the street.
And then the turkeys, too, right? At least the geese, they just kind of walk and ignore you.
Mm-hmm.
The turkey's like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Jack Fabiano again with the ball.
Turkey's looking for a fight.
I know. I had a turkey try to pick a fight with my German Shepherd once, actually. That was
better than a skunk trying to pick a fight.
Oh, yeah. A skunk wouldn't pick a fight. He would just make me deal with a bad situation.
Right, yeah. Fabiano cuts up.
I know.
Gets the first down.
This is a no-nonsense drive by Masco.
Yeah,
they have done nothing but hand this ball off to Fabiano and get 5 yards apiece.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all you need to do right now.
Mm-hmm. Cuts it the other way. Nice tackle.
Yep. I didn't see who made that
to save the touchdown, at least for now.
Sutton made the tackle again. No huddle. They just get right back to it. Don't give the defense a chance to get set.
And they're going to do it again.
Yep.
Ooh.
High snap.
High snap. Brings it down. Dives across. He's in.
Through. So that was like their first drive without any passing.
I know.
Yeah, that's just a steady diet of Fabiano behind some big offensive linemen.
Well, as you mentioned, they might have gotten out of what they wanted to do in the first half, and I think that was probably the message at half, and they're going to go for two again with that same play. I don't think he made it this time, though.
I don't think he made it, and I'm surprised they didn't call a penalty on that. They didn't look set.
I know.
14-7, so they don't get the extra point there, which benefits the Panthers a bit. So while we got a little break here, the cheerleaders wanted everybody to know that they are doing a cereal drive with Beverly Bootstraps. BHS Varsity cheerleaders cereal drive collecting low-sugar cereal donations for Beverly Bootstraps. They're collecting until Saturday, November 2nd.
Okay.
So we know we have a football game on the 1st, so you can always bring them down. You can donate by giving to the BHS cheerleaders or the coaches, any of them, or you can bring them down to the game on November 1st. Bring them down tonight, probably too late to do that. Some of the desired items they're looking for. Again, low sugar cereals, Cheerios, Chex, Raisin Bran, Rice Krispies, Life, Kix, Honey Bunches of Oats, Corn Flakes, Colon Blow, Kashi, Puffins, and oatmeal. You can find out more at BeverlyBootstraps.org.
Rice Krispies?
I know, I didn't think that was a low sugar cereal either. Pretty much none of the fun stuff.
Basically,
no Lucky Charms.
No Cinnamon Toast Crunch, no Lucky Charms, no Fruit Loops.
No Sugar Puffs or whatever they're calling them nowadays.
Are they still a thing?
I don't know. I think they call them something else, like honey something or other.
Okay. A little squid kick there.
That'll slow down the return.
I know.
Get some blocking, though.
He tosses it to the outside. He slung down at the 35.
He tackled him, I think, in the chest area.
Yeah, I was not the face mask.
Aqua was looking for a flag.
I know. Aqua thinks he got him by a little higher than the chest. I didn't quite see it, though, I'll be honest.
Well, it's also kind of an automatic thing. If it seems a little off, you do the give me a flag motion there. I'm doing it with my hand, but the fans can't see it.
And from the Beverly 35-yard line.
So the Panthers got to answer.
Pierce, quick throw. Timpone tried to spin away, but that is not going to happen.
Yeah, actually lost yards after the catch.
He did.
Now that's not a situation of forward progress because the runner did that.
Yeah. Nice tackle there.
Yeah. So this
by the Masco corner out there, an isolated one-on-one.
Yeah, this half kind of starting just like the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Masco goes right down and scores, and the Panthers in their first drive already a little behind schedule.
Yeah, a little trickeration there, and he just doesn't have any room.
Yeah,
he's got nothing.
Yeah. Floyd White, nowhere to go.
Floyd White, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Masco wasn't fooled by that too much.
No.
That shows good discipline on the defensive end. On the backside and linebackers on the backside. Do we have a penalty? And that was a penalty on the Panthers.
Uh-oh.
I didn't see what the call was.
Extracurricular?
I don't know. No, they declined it.
Okay.
Trying to get a third and long situation here.
Yep. All right, so Masco opened with a big boy drive, and now the Panthers on the other side here, now faced with a third and long. Trying not to have to give the ball back right away.
There's one thing we don't get at Herd Stadium is the DJ.
I know.
Get DJ here for a night game. The Bob Marley remix. They jumped.
Danny, the throw lets it loose.
Oh, nice
that ball is caught.
Got the first down.
And that's a first down.
That's Timpone. Liam Timpone with the catch.
Liam Timpone as Pierce just drove that thing down the field. Liam did a good job of blocking the defender off with his body, survived the contact.
That was actually good coverage right there.
I know.
But Timpone, what I liked about Timpone there was he caught the ball with his hands, not with his chest. He kept it out in front, kept it away from the defender.
So a big third down and now conversion.
Man, flag coming from way back.
I know.
Actually hit the other referee with the throw. That's a face mask. Nope. Legal use of the hands.
Yeah.
Holding. Yep, that's on the Panthers. Again, we talked about ball security. The other thing is you have to avoid the mistakes, right? And that penalties like that is not avoiding mistakes.
No, it's, and you got to stay on schedule, and that's the kind of thing that takes you off schedule.
Yes. Oh, look, the fan squad got a little light show going on.
Yeah,
it's like a concert. It's almost like a rave over there.
They're partying down here for the first game under the lights.
Well, they got DJ Tony Davis. Tony D, I think, is his DJ name.
I think so, yeah.
Getting the show going there.
I know. Panthers trying to add to some fireworks here on this drive. They've had one scoring drive.
And they go inside reverse to Costa, breaks the tackle.
That's not going to go anywhere.
Broke a second tackle, and now is a gang tackle.
Double handoff to Sean Costa.
All right, so we're going to be second and half a mile.
Whatever was there for the Panthers in the first half running, Masco has closed that hole down. And if they're going to move the ball tonight, it might rest on the arm of Danny Pierce, a lot of it.
Yeah. So we got 2nd and 25, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can hear the Masco coach is calling for a screen. And there it is.
There it is.
Oh, they
and that's
almost
not going
sniffed it out. Santos got rocked.
He did.
Panthers were lucky that ball didn't get picked off. Danny got it just over the defender, but they weren't able to gain much on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Panthers might want to take a shot downfield. And
I would too, and maybe you get a PI.
Yeah, PI, or if it's picked off, it's the equivalent of a punt,
But this is much longer than even the third down they converted before.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to think you're going to drive one near the sticks over the middle of the field like you did the first one.
Yeah,
one of the things. Just take a deep shot.
One of the problems is, you got to give Danny the protection to be able to have the time to throw it, get his defense.
They'll probably roll him out there to do it. That's exactly what they just did. Throws, that ball is caught.
Okay, McKay almost gets the first
that was close.
Down. Yeah, so now we're talking 4th down and a reasonable distance here.
Mm-hmm.
They only got, 3 yards? 4th and 3? 3? 2? Yeah, so that's a nice little sling by Danny right there.
Yeah.
And again, that one of those wide receivers we're talking about, Cal McKay, he's been pretty consistent for them this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now this also means you may not have to throw the ball, that you could run the ball here.
I would throw it again.
Well, what I'm thinking is you roll Danny out.
Oh, you could give him the option,
and
yes.
you can pull it out. The problem is if you're gonna roll him out, you got to roll him to the wide side, which is the left side, which is hard to throw for him.
It is. But right now, running between the tackles has done nothing.
Okay, instead
that's what they're going to try, and White's not going to make it.
Broke the first tackle, but he doesn't break the next couple. All right, so turnover on downs. Good defense by Masco.
Well, as I said, it seems Masco has found a way to close up the loophole that allowed the Panthers to be able to run the ball in the first half. And if they're going to put points on the board today, it's probably going to come down to a lot of it in the passing game with Danny Pierce finding these guys. By the way, if you've noticed, they've always been in one-on-one matchups because Masco doesn't respect it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And, I would say Panthers may have to take a chance defensively, try to cause a...
They're going to have to do that as well now, too. They have played...
Unfortunately, taking a chance like that opens some other stuff up.
It does.
And
they're going to throw. Gustafson lets it go deep. He's got a man.
Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it.
Dropped it. Oh, boy. He
had him. Masco, off the turnover on downs, tried to go for the quick strike, and it was there.
So there's a flag. Where's the flag? Is that... Looks like it's probably going to be against Masco. I don't know. I didn't see what the flag was. That was That was Fabiano on the pass incompletion there. Okay, so not a flag?
I guess not.
Okay. All right. I thought I heard there was a flag. Okay, they picked up the flag. Fabiano had his man beat, but he kind of looked like he lost his footing a little bit before he could, before the ball got there. Bringing the receiver in.
It was a beautiful throw by Gustafson.
Oh, yeah. It was a nice little play fake, too. He kind of, got down, hit it pretty well. Handoff.
Wide receiver on the jet sweep, trying to get
Good
the edge
by the
and not
Panthers,
going anywhere. And I understand taking the deep shot on the first one off the turnover on downs. I like that. But if you're not going to hand it off to Fabio on second down, I'll take that all day.
I know, right? That was Ryan Richardson with the run. It's good pursuit by the Panthers. He picked up a couple of yards, but it looked like he had more room to go. So now the Panthers got him in a third and long situation.
And this might be what you're talking about, Rich, and you're going to have to take some chances.
Yeah.
You're in a third down situation. They're going to have to throw it here. This might be a time to bring some pressure.
Yeah, he's looking deep. Oh, nice hit right there.
Yeah.
He caught it.
Ball pops out, but I think
saying it was incomplete.
Yeah, they're going to say he never brought it in. And
yeah, I didn't think he caught it, but McKay did a nice job of selling it almost.
Yeah.
Nice hit, though. I didn't see who was that, Costa or Timpone that made the hit?
I think it was Timpone.
Okay. All right, so now it looks like we're going to see a punt here. And we got Xavier Ock back there. Now, Ock has 2 kickoff returns.
That was a beautiful job by, I believe it was Timpone.
I think it was Timpone, yeah.
Saw it the whole way, saw it was going to be complete, and made sure that he was going to hit right where he was bringing in the football.
Yep, high snap. Gets rid of it.
It's a high, kind of short punt, and it's going to just die.
A little battle right here underneath between numbers 4.
Mm-hmm.
No harm, no foul there.
Nope.
All right, so the Panthers did the job defensively. So now if they can open up the offense a little bit. Again, like you said, I think it's going to be, if the Panthers are going to come back, it's going to be on the legs and arm of Danny Pierce.
Yes. I just don't think that they're going to find much space to run this football tonight. I think Masco is assuring that this is going to fall to the passing game.
Danny with the legs. He was down.
He was down. He was most certainly down.
Danny Pierce, the keeper, on first down.
Didn't gain anything on that, looks like.
No.
That means going to make it 2nd down and 10.
Again, Panthers having trouble staying on schedule.
Second and 10. We're under a minute to go now here in this third quarter.
So Panthers limping a little bit.
They took a pretty good shot.
Yeah, the handoff. Greg White, decent run maybe?
Yeah, actually was a few that time.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe not.
It was not.
Thought he had more than what we see. All right, so again, a 3rd and long. Let's see, are they going to run a play here?
1 yard gain is going to make it 2nd down and 3rd down and 9.
Okay.
Third and 9. Panthers were able to convert a long 3rd down on the last drive. Low snap. Danny looking.
He's gonna run.
Danny goes the opposite way. Danny's trying to find some room, and he is popped short of the line.
I think he may have got it.
Maybe he
on
did.
The spot. I think he got the first down.
According to Matt, they got wrecked on a spot earlier, and I don't think this is a first down either, by the way.
It's going to be close, though. So
it's going to be very close.
Yeah. I would, if I'm Coach Hutton, they gave him the first down.
Oh, nice.
Unless he was saying we're switching sides. I don't know.
I think he's just switching sides.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're marking it. So
right now he's got a 4th down marker right now.
Yeah.
So I think he was just short of the line to gain.
I think the guys on the marker are looking. I think they had to figure out where they were going.
So far, this game has really been a game of inches. We faced a lot of 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts.
It is a first down.
No, it is a first down.
So Pierce doing it with his legs right there.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. If they're going to run the ball today, I think a lot of it's going to have to come on stuff like that.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen
in the
is
passing game, scrambling.
The Panthers are going to at least tie it, maybe go for a win or whatever. Who knows if they can score. Danny Pierce is going to be icing himself up quite a bit at the end of this game.
Yes.
Now, we've talked about Danny can run, he can throw, but he's got some good receivers to get it to.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be surprised if you see a little screen here once, a little, backside screen or something. There goes Danny. He's going to take
Danny
it
going to keep it himself, and
hold on to the ball.
Danny gets popped again.
Picked up a couple. I think he might have got 3.
Maybe, if that.
Yeah.
Probably 2.
2.5, yeah. Okay.
So a 2nd and 8.
That Danny, he decided not to take any chances and just go, right? I mean, if he holds on to it, he might get sacked. you know, whatever. I think that's sort of what they're talking about with him right now. If the play's not right there, just run and just go. Fakes it, looking down the field. Oh, he made the catch with a man on his back.
Nice.
That was that Considine?
I think it was.
Yep, Jack Considine with the catch.
Jack Considine through the contact makes the catch, and Danny has made some very nice throws tonight into coverage.
Yeah, that ball's down low. The defender, who's all over Considine's back on that, can't get to it, and Jack holds on to it.
Danny really ripped that one in there.
Beverly is into Masco territory. 1st and 10 on the Masco 43-yard line.
I'd look at Timpone deep right now.
This time a run, and this time they gashed him.
All right, first down.
Greg White, the ball carrier, on 1st down.
And it'll be 2nd and 1. Oh, no.
First down.
I thought so too, but he didn't move his number, so I was like, what did I miss?
That's good for another Panthers. 1st down.
And you know, now that you start to throw the ball a little bit, it'll open that up a little bit. And that was kind of a straight draw.
Hand off to White, doesn't get much on that.
Yeah, not that time though.
Yeah. Okay, there's a Panther player getting up slow. One of the offensive linemen.
2nd down and 10.
I think that was number 52, 53. I think it's 53. Marquez looking a little gimpy right there. No, is that 52? I can't tell.
This could go down as the fastest high school football game.
I know.
In the history of the sport.
Since they implemented the forward pass.
Yeah. Danny, and not that time.
And he got twisted around.
Thank goodness he was able to hold on to the football, and thank goodness he's physically okay.
Yeah, they got right after him. They sent a bunch of players at him. Danny really didn't have any time to do anything.
Well, you know, they was 2nd and 10, and they were forced into the obvious passing situation that time, and they sent the cavalry.
Yeah, and now we got a 3rd, and pretty long again. Looking at 4th down territory. Again.
Well, yeah, now you're in a situation, though, Rich, that you don't have to get all.
No.
Can you get a chunk? Can you get 8?
All right.
Danny deep
looking
drop.
Deep.
Danny's looking deep, and there's nobody there.
Oh, and it's picked off by Cal Weidman.
Yeah, Weidman.
He's got room.
Pick, and Weidman's going to get to the corner. Weidman's got the edge, trying to rip that football free. They're not going to be able to do it. That could have been a late hit.
Yeah, and it's not.
Well, I don't think there was really a ref there that saw it.
I know, you're right. Panthers.
Coaches want it, but they're not going to get it, and Cal.
There was looked like a miscommunication there.
Yep.
Kind of zigged when he should have zagged.
Wouldn't have been the worst pick in the world, except then Cal had all types of room to get the return.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like we had talked about before, it's sort of like a punt, but now you got a good return on that, and good field position for Masco with 8.5 to go. So we did get a penalty on that.
Nope, they did call a flag.
Yeah.
Well, that's beyond devastating.
That's a late hit, obviously.
Well,
even better field position.
That turned into quite the mess.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he picked that ball
totally
off.
flipped field between the return of Cal and then the penalty afterwards. Now they're in Beverly position. Gustafson to throw. He's going to get rid of it. That ball's nearly picked off.
Yeah. So Sutton making the play, almost got it back for the Panthers. Greg White with the pressure on Sutton on the and they go right to it. No huddle. And I'm going to guess they're going to go right to Fabiano right now.
I think so.
Try to catch him off guard.
In the pistol to Fabiano, and Fabiano's got all types of room that time.
Yeah.
And he's going to keep rumbling
still
forward.
Going.
Still going.
Yeah,
another flag comes flying in, and hopefully
another flag. Two flags.
Two flags.
Yeah. So we're probably going to see that come back.
Or at least somewhat. Because the flag happened down the field.
It's a face mask.
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
A face mask on Beverly. I thought that second flag might have been on Masco, and then we would have seen offset penalties, but
doesn't look like it.
Guess not.
Well, how quickly a game can change in about a 45-second span of playtime, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly 45 seconds.
I know.
And there goes Fabiano.
Fabiano, he's going to get in.
Yep. Not yet.
Not quite. Not yet. But yeah, miscommunication, turnover, 30 yards worth of penalties.
Panthers need a big defensive stop here.
Masco's not going to get cute here, I don't think.
No. Yeah, well.
Oh, they did!
And
it worked.
Touchdown.
Gustafson.
I'm guessing that's Weidman.
I think it was Cal.
Yep.
So Gustafson to Weidman for the score.
Gustafson pass is complete. Weidman.
And Weidman's the guy who makes the snap on this play here. It's kind of interesting. Okay, they're going to bring the kicking team.
I think Matt's calling him Weidman, too.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Second half, we're going to call him Weidman.
Yes. This time it looks like they're actually going to kick the extra point.
Ooh,
kick is good.
It's not often at a high school game you got Outcast playing during the extra point.
I know.
Well, fresh and clean for you. Bombs Over Baghdad could be a good one to play during a game.
I don't know that song. Who is that by?
Outcast.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now
I heard something about Baghdad. I thought it was Bagpipes from Baghdad by Eminem. I was like, you can't play that here. Absolutely not.
I got to go back and look at the lyrics to the Outcast songs too. I got to make sure. But we got a DJ who knows how to play. To cut the stuff out when necessary.
You can't cut out the stuff in Bagpipes for Baghdad.
That's true. Now you get a little Dire Straits.
Yeah.
You would appreciate the video for this one. It's all baseball bloopers and stuff.
Oh, is that why they always play this at games? Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like that. I didn't know that was the actual music video, too.
Yeah. I think that helped to actually make it a hit.
6:57, and the kick is off into the hands of Sutton. Sutton trying to find some room, still on his feet, going to get to about the 40. Santos, actually.
Out to about the 39-yard line.
Look like Sutton.
According to Matt, it was Santos. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought Santos was number 7.
From the 38-yard line.
Got to trust the voice of the Panthers, right?
I know. All right, 21-7, 6:49. Looks like.
Okay, well, you're getting a little Eminem anyway. Different,
I know.
Not quite the song you were thinking.
Yeah, no. Everyone knows that song.
This is for the crowd that's not familiar with hip hop, but wants to hear a hip hop song that they know.
Couple of nice yards there, and it brings up a 2nd and 7, maybe 6. Danny the throw. Danny, right through his hands.
First pass was intended for Chacon. Incomplete, going to bring up third down.
You know, now
that throw is coming in hot, though.
Yeah, I know. Now that Masco pretty much knows they're going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to try to tee off on the quarterback.
Indeed. And he's not going to be seeing as much one-on-one coverage.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they'll probably slip into more of a zone.
Danny the throw. Danny gets it there to Liam.
That's a tough
I know.
pass for a high school quarterback to make.
Danny, to the opposite side, didn't even fully have his feet set.
He couldn't. He had pressure being applied to him.
And he got it there to Liam.
Yep.
Danny rolling now at least to his throwing side. Danny's going to have to get rid of this, and he's not going to be able to get rid of it.
Well, we see a flag in the defensive backfield. So I don't know.
Yeah. Some sort of holding?
Well, you would think it would be from
where
in that spot. Okay. They picked up the flag.
Oh, okay.
That's the second time they picked up a flag.
I know.
Okay, so second and long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess it was a penalty.
Yeah.
Was that a...
No, it wasn't a penalty. Danny was sacked for a major loss.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, why'd they spot it at the line of scrimmage?
Because they forgot that he was sacked for a major loss.
Okay. All right. Referee's confusing.
I know he is. He that was not smooth.
No. All right, the clock is running. Panthers might start going to a more no huddle.
Mm-hmm. Danny the throw as the pressure gets in the backfield, and there's just nobody there.
Again, they're blitzing so that Danny has to rush his pass.
Yeah. Well, they know it's coming.
Yeah. You almost have to give the quarterback 2 plays here.
Oh, yeah.
To audible to something. Because if it looks like they're going to blitz, a screen might be there. But.
Do you really think he's going to blitz here? On third and this long? I wouldn't. Oh, he is. Yeah. Cavalry is coming. There's the screen.
Oh,
and the secondary is
nice
there.
Play right there by the safety. If they could have gotten a block on that guy, I didn't see who it was.
There was a lot of green grass.
I think it was Fabiano. There's a lot of space out there. Panthers got to go for it, obviously.
No, they have no option. Who are you looking to here? Timpone's been the man the most of the night.
Yeah.
You know Quietek's been the guy usually deep, though. And Jack's the biggest, strongest athlete.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Quietek much. I think Cal McKay across the middle, he's done that pretty well this year.
That's a long throw over the middle of the field to try and drive something into coverage like that, though.
Yeah, the deep middle's there. Okay, Danny's just not. He's going to get tackled. Okay. That was Magnifico.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about him previously, earlier in the game. Lucas Magnifico. We had seen him 2 years ago as a freshman making plays.
Mm-hmm. And that will be a turnover on downs.
First down and 10 on the Beverly 48-yard line.
And the time running out now.
Yeah.
For the Panthers, down 2 scores and 4:25 now left here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, so now you're going to see Fabiano. The smart play is just hand it to Fabiano.
That's what they're going to do.
This thing.
And there is Fabiano.
Fabiano, the ball carrier on first down.
And from this point on, Masco probably just going to grind this one away.
Tied by Alexander Marquez. 4-yard gain is going to make it second down and 6.
So Masco is showing us why they're 5-1 and why we're kind of talking about them as one of the top teams in the conference.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they ice this one away, this will move them to 3-0 in the conference. And there's Fabiano, and he's got a burst of speed. He's through the 20, through the 10. That's going to be 6 for Fabiano, and another rushing touchdown for the North Shore's leading rushing, well, TD and yards leader.
Yeah, and that run there, I don't know. We didn't track how many yards he had in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really have a ton.
Yeah.
But that first drive coming down was essentially Fabiano all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And then that run, it's got to put him over 100 yards, I'd imagine.
Yep.
And they're going to kick it here. And again, you know, Masco is going to be a tough team going into the tournament. They're ranked number 5 in D3 coming into this game. They're going to be a tough team if they get into the tournament, which, it's not an if at this point. They're going to be playing in the D3 tournament. This running game is going to make them a very dangerous team in that tournament. They're going to have a home game to start the tournament. And depending on how things go, they may have two home games going through that tournament. So they're going to be a tough team to deal with.
Yep.
In Division 3.
They'll have Marblehead after this, which I know Marblehead has sort of kind of been the kings of the NEC for, although they had a down year last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, that Woodloff, he's a real good coach. He really has his teams prepared. So even if Marblehead's not having a great season, they're going to be a tough matchup for you. So that's really going to be one of the marquee games.
Well, I think they're better this year. I just think Marblehead was down last year.
Yeah, but that's going to be one of the marquee games next week. Watching those two, both Division 3 teams. And I don't know what Marblehead's ranked in D3.
I can tell you in a sec.
Yeah.
Potentially, actually. Maybe I can't. But Panthers will have Peabody after this.
All right, so we're going to see Auk.
There is Auk with a pretty nice return. Yeah, so the Panthers will get Peabody after this. Max Preps might be wrong because, again, we're not playing games at Hurt Stadium anymore, so I'm not exactly sure when that game is. According to Max Preps, it's November 2nd at 11. But
that one is now scheduled for November 1st.
Okay.
It has been changed, so that we'll be back here at home against Peabody. And, you know, we can only hope that the weather is as good as it was tonight because it's a pretty nice night for football.
Well, according to Max Preps, the Massachusetts rank of Marblehead is 52.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that is for division-wise, but, I mean, you know.
Oh, fumbled it, stripped it, and...
Panthers' ball comes out. Masco's jumps on it. And that turnover.
And Masco got the recovery. That's a good job by the Marblehead defenders there, ball hawking. You know, you get the gang tackling, which they've been doing all day long, and then one player just figures, I'm going to rip that loose.
Judging by the schedule so far, it looks like Marblehead is back. They blew out North Andover.
Yep.
They blew out Beverly.
Okay. Yeah.
They lost to Bishop Fenwick.
Fenwick's one of the better teams in that division on the North Shore. Again, if we look at the power rankings, Fenwick's probably, you know, at least top 10, maybe even top 5.
So as it's seeing right now, it looks like it could be Marblehead and Masco sort of the teams to beat here in the NEC.
Yeah.
And Masco pretty much at this point going to move to 6-1 and 3-0 within the NEC with the big matchup against Marblehead just on the horizon for them.
And that might determine the NEC champ.
Yes.
That game. So we're under 3 minutes now. Masco now going to take their time getting the plays in. They're not doing that no huddle thing now.
No. So Beverly was able to hang with the Chieftains for the first 3 quarters, and here in the fourth, the floodgates have just completely opened up.
Yeah, again, Masco, just flexed their muscle in that second half. Mm-hmm. They started the half with that drive, just moving right down the field.
Yeah, doing nothing but just handing it off to Fabiano, leaning on the offensive line. Something we talked about ad nauseum in that drive. If you're supposed to be a big favorite, things aren't quite going your way for whatever reason. You can sort of simple everything down when you got a big offensive line like that, and say, boys, we'll take the air out of the football. You just move this guy to this spot, this guy to this spot, and we'll get out of here with a dub.
Yeah, I'm going to guess there was a discussion in the locker room to the offensive linemen. This is your game. Go do it.
Yeah.
Right? Probably a little more hyped up.
Yes.
Maybe even profane. Who knows? But, that's a simple discussion when you get a team like Masco. If you're the coach, you tell them we're essentially we're the better team. We're going to go do that. And Beverly probably figuring, kind of happy to be this close in the first half. Now let's go try to do something. And, Masco just comes and punches it in the face that first series coming in. And the other thing that does is it quiets the crowd, right? The crowd can be a big part of a game like this. And we saw it in the first half.
Especially
Masco going down there.
And high school and college football, it can be a massive. I mean, these the younger kids, the momentum swings are more of a thing.
Yeah.
In the younger ages of the sport. NFL, I mean, home field matters, but it matters more from the travel than it does the crowd itself.
Yeah, you get to the higher level you get, the more you get to shut out the noise. Mm-hmm. And, in a situation like this, the fans were into it in the first half. I'm not saying they weren't in the second half, but you can kind of quiet them down when you just drive the ball down the field, which is pretty much what Masco did. They just mowed right through everything. Mm-hmm. No negative plays. Every play that drive was a few yards or many yards. Mm-hmm. And then, when the Panthers get the ball back, the first play back, loss of yards, and then they move, and then a penalty, and shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Again, this Panthers team, they're a still relatively young team. They're building on something. You got a lot of these guys coming back next year.
Yeah.
And that was Cantalupo with the run. We're probably going to see victory formation right here.
Well, right here by the Masco bench, and they're just yelling victory.
Yep.
So I believe that's
I don't
exactly
know if they thought they
be.
were Kevin Dillon in Entourage, or they're calling out a play. I don't know.
I love that show. That was a good show.
And they'll just kneel on it.
You ever watch the movie that they did to end it?
Not the whole thing.
Okay.
I've only seen parts of it.
Decent movie, kind of a bizarre ending, though.
Yeah. They
But anyway,
they are when you're trying to end stuff.
I know, right?
Speaking of
It
endings,
gets clunky. But with that, too, here is a bit of a clunky ending in the end, as Beverly, as we mentioned, able to hang with Masco for, the better part of 2.5 quarters, and then here in the fourth quarter, the floodgates open. Masco, in the end, taking care of business, winning this one 28-7 to move to 6-1 on the season, 3-0 within the NEC. Panthers dropping what I believe is their 6th of the season. And, we will be back here for Under the Lights at Frank 40 I believe, on November 1st, you said,
1st, yeah.
against Peabody. And, Rich, some final thoughts here
for
the audience.
Again, if you coach Hutton, you look for the positives. And you play in a really good Masco team. You held them, to one score in the first half. You did some good things. You did some things that you wish you could have done better. Mm-hmm. And then you just think, okay, we got something coming up, and we just got to play. We got to prepare for the next one. Have a short memory and just move on to the next one.
Exactly. So, gotta say, first game under the lights here at the high school, I think was a massive success.
Yes,
a very nice fan turnout, and they were raucous there in the first half.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody, the audience, Dominic Lorenzano and Rich Francis, signing off here. Thank you to the fans for making the opening night here at Frank 40 a success, and thank you to our staff, everybody who makes this happen. And it's not the easiest transition.
Yeah, and got to mention John McMahon, cameraman, doing a nice job on the fly, fixing up some equipment when it wasn't working exactly, because we don't, we're still trying to get our thing going.
Getting the best, finding out where the best spot was to put the camera for the shot.
Yeah, we had a little wobbly thing going there as we moved some cameras around, but and crew chief Mike Perano doing the job there, and so there you have it.
Yeah, have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Masco taking this one 28-7. Dominic Lorenzano and Rich Francis signing off.
We'll see you later.